Ich habe eine ganz wundervolle Box geschenkt bekommen. Ich zeige die nachher mal noch in groß. Da waren Blumen und Gemüsesamen drin, so kleine Tütchen. Und sie ist jetzt eine Box geworden für meine Zentangle-Kacheln. Ja, und was Zentangeln ist, beziehungsweise Zentangle-Kacheln, solltest du das noch nicht kennen, dann schaust du ja vielleicht mal gleich mein Video an. Da zeige ich dir das. Ach so, und was Zentangeln mit Meditation zu tun hat oder haben kann, das sage ich dir auch gleich.
For several years now, I've been accompanied by Zentangle, which I also call meditative drawing. I was introduced to it by a woman who had attended one of my meditation courses at the time. And when I learned what Nadine Rolle was teaching, it was immediately clear to me that I would also attend one of her courses. Nadine, with whom I have a friendship today, is tangling, as this form of drawing is called, with heart and soul. She trained with the founders of Zentangle and is since then a certified Zentangle teacher. Here you can see the so-called Zentangle tiles, which are available in square and also round shape in different colors. They form the basis for all the countless patterns that exist, and with every day, there are more and more worldwide. Back to Nadine. She really does the teaching so well with such love and expertise that I still can't get away from tangling. And I'm very grateful to her for this and would like to take the opportunity to link her website here directly in the info box to the video. There you can see her own patterns. They are wonderful. I'm showing you one of the improbable Zentangle patterns here right now. It's one of my favorite patterns, and it's called Paradox. But now, I want to tell you how this special way of drawing came to be. So, Zentangling goes back to two special people in the USA. They are a couple and live in Massachusetts. There is Maria Thomas. She's a well-known calligrapher and the tangle, so to speak. And then there's Rick Roberts, who has lived as a monk for many years and who stands for the Zen in the name. They say the word Zentangle is sort of a fusion of Maria's artistic experience and Rick's meditative experience. At one point, when Rick had observed Maria doing some drawing work, he was struck by how focused she was. When he later spoke to her about it and she described to him what she experiences in the moment of drawing and how she perceives herself, this reminded him of exactly what he himself always experiences when meditating. As a result, together they developed the Zentangle method, which enables people who have never drawn before to create works of art and, at the same time, to relax deeply and find peace. The art of Zentangle is practiced by a wide variety of people around the world. There are no limits to one's creativity. And there is no right and no wrong. for this reason is never erased. Then simply something new is created, which then leads to a new pattern. Nadine always says that anyone who can hold a pencil in their hand, set a point and draw a line can do Zentangling. I can confirm that. Of course, the basic prerequisite is an openness and a willingness to get involved. But that ultimately applies to everything. If you watch me here, you'll be able to see that I don't always draw dead straight lines at all. Sometimes they are even quite wavy and completely different from each other. But that's completely irrelevant to the resulting overall work of art. The really beautiful thing for me when Zentangling is that I seem to dissolve completely in the doing. I'm completely with what I am doing. Draw a line, turn the paper, put the pencil down, let it come to rest again. To put it a bit casually, I would say that I always get in a flow when I'm Zentangling. And when I finish a pattern and look at the end result, I'm always amazed. What wonderful things always come out of strokes, lines, circles, and so on. As time goes by, I become more and more courageous and dare to work on more and more complex patterns. I learn not only to see and look in very different ways, that is, to observe. It's the deep relaxation that makes me so happy, and I can notice that my hand and fingers can hold the pen much more relaxed when I breathe gently through my belly. The more you tangle these patterns, the freer you'll feel to try your hand at your own patterns too. Just tangle away and let yourself be surprised. The word tangle translates as in the sense of to scribble, and somehow it reminds me of the patterns I used to scribble in my school notebooks, preferably in subjects that bored me. And it also reminds me that I used to draw downright extensive patterns on a notepad that was always next to the phone, often during lengthy phone conversations. As I said at the beginning, there are an infinite number of patterns in Zentangle, and they're all explained very clearly step by step. Zentangle is a huge cosmos in itself, with an inexhaustible source of inspiration and enormous diversity. And here it becomes clear how close creativity and relaxation are. Whoever finds himself in Zentangle will probably not be able to tell the difference between one and the other. Maybe I've whetted your appetite to try your hand at it. Or who knows, maybe you already know it and practice it yourself. By the way, at some point I noticed that I rediscovered some structures of patterns in my art, which was created long before I discovered tangling, especially in my mandalas, of course. And just look. My Zentangle passion moves quite happily beyond the tangle tiles now and then, and sometimes doesn't even stop at my sneakers. Who knows what these wonderful patterns will inspire me to do? And maybe you too.